Hello everyone and welcome to the channel.
Today we are going to show you how you can make your very own milk kefir at home using the Kefirko starter kit.
And at the end we will also give you our review of whether this kit is worth it and how easy it is to use.
So let's get into it.
Now you may be wondering, what is kefir and what are its benefits?
Well, kefir is a fermented milk drink that resembles a thin yogurt, and it is made using kefir grains.
Kefir grains aren't your typical grain like what you would see from, let's say, wheat or barley. They are a living symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, which is similar to a SCOBY that you may have seen or heard of in kombucha.
Now, studies have shown that drinking kefir has amazing health benefits such as supporting your immune system, aiding your digestive system, as well as improving bone health, your gut biome, and many more.
So we bought this milk kefir starter kit from Kefirko, and it comes with quite a few bits and pieces.
Now, you have two options with the kit. You can purchase a small or a large kefir jar. The small is 900 millilitres and we opted for the large, which is 1.4 litres.
The jar itself also has a two-piece lid which consists of a strainer and a top lid. This allows you to strain your fluids from the grains and also to eliminate any fermentation gases, as well as preventing contaminants entering the jar.
You also get a slotted spoon, which is for scooping out your grains,
as well as the juicer attachment, which you will most likely not need for milk kefir. However, if you're making water kefir, this would be used for adding juices for flavouring.
Then we also have the scraper. This fits onto the lid of the jar and is used for mixing the kefir grains during the straining. You also get a helpful kefir booklet which gives you tips, recipes and instructions for creating your ferment.
Now, it is also worth mentioning that all of the components are in fact bioplastic and made from organic materials, making it environmentally friendly. Then finally, the important part, we have the grains themselves.
Now let's get started on the activation process.
The first thing you want to do is wash everything that came out of the box in hot soapy water and then ensure it is fully dry.
Next, you need to grab your jar and add your dehydrated kefir grains as well as 100 millilitres of milk.
After that, let it ferment for 24 hours at 20 to 24 degrees Celsius and give it a gentle stir after 12 hours.
Next, grab a fine mesh sieve and strain your kefir grains from the milk. Then rinse the grains with some lukewarm water. The rinsing is optional, but if you do this, use non-chlorinated water.
Now repeat the first 3 steps again for a further 5 to 7 times. Add grains to the jar, add 100 millilitres of milk, let it ferment and sit, then strain.
But when you start to see activity from the grains, such as thickening and souring, increase the amount of milk to 200 millilitres.
Once the milk ferments into kefir, the grains are ready to use.
The recommended ratio for making milk kefir using the activated grains is 1 to 100. So for every 1 gram of kefir grains, you add 100 millilitres of milk.
For the actual making of the recipe, we used our activated milk kefir grains that we created from the previous steps and then added 600 millilitres of milk, as our grains weighed 6 grams.
Over time, the grains will grow and multiply, which will allow you to ferment a lot quicker and create bigger batches.
Or potentially you could share your grains with your family and friends that are looking to make their own milk kefir, or even add them to a smoothie.
Next, we ferment this for 24 hours at room temperature, after which we strain the grains and then we can now use them for a new batch.
The milk kefir that we have obtained is now ready to consume or second ferment. Of course, if you want a thicker texture or a higher count of good bacteria, then you can do a second fermentation.
As we prefer a thicker yogurt-like consistency, we did in fact do a second fermentation and left it out on the counter for a further 24 hours before placing it in the fridge.
If you don't like the taste of plain milk kefir at the second fermentation stage, feel free to add some fruit juice of your choice to flavour your batch.
Once you're satisfied with your batch and you've placed it in your fridge, it will keep for up to 7 days and continue to ferment, but at a much slower rate.
Now, here are some things you may want to be aware of when making your milk kefir batch.
Now, if you'd like to add honey to sweeten up the kefir, this needs to be done right before you consume it, as honey has antibacterial properties and therefore it will eat away at all the good bacteria that's inside your milk kefir.
Another thing to be aware of is that leaving your kefir for too long will result in separation of the whey from the milk curds. This is a sign that your grains are being starved of the sugar they need to feed on, that being lactose.
Also, milk kefir grains are different from water kefir grains as they can only feed on lactose, meaning that you cannot use lacto-free milk to feed your batch.
Now, if you wanted to take a break from fermenting, you can store your grains in a small amount of milk in the fridge for up to 14 days.
So, what do we think of our Kefirko milk grain starter kit?
We think this is definitely a great kit for someone who is new to creating kefir for the first time, and at £44.99 it is pretty good value for money, especially considering how much we pay when we buy our milk kefir from the shop every week.
Now, if you want to save yourself some money, you could just buy dehydrated milk kefir grains and use a jar that you already have at home for creating your batch.
In terms of a negative point, this requires a lot of discipline and patience, as it can be quite tedious to remember to constantly feed your grains day after day during the activation stage, as we certainly forgot a few times.
If you want to purchase your own milk kefir kit by Kefirko, check out the link in our description. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave us a comment down below and subscribe.
Thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you again in the next one.